I'm Dowd-Higgins. Thank you for listening to Your Working Life, my podcast series featuring thought leaders in the career and personal growth arena. You spend a significant portion of your life at work, so my goal is to provide you with tools, inspiration, and resources so you can enjoy your career and love your life. And I'm delighted to welcome my very special guest to the show today, Kaitlyn Trabucco. Kaitlyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm really excited to dive into a juicy conversation about all that you're doing, but let me tell the listening audience about you first. Kaitlyn Trabucco is the COO and co-founder of EduSense, an online marketplace for educational products. Kaitlyn co-founded the company after her time in Haiti, working with female entrepreneurs. It was there she realized that there had to be a better way to access educational technology. Prior to EduSense, Kaitlyn ran operations at Tiffany & Company, and she holds an MBA from the Lori Loki School of Business. So Kaitlyn, from Tiffany's to EduSense, quite a transition.
Yeah.
What led you to start that? And I'd love for you to back up and tell us about your time in Haiti.
Yeah, it's quite the story. So yeah, I was running operations at Tiffany & Company. I loved my job. It was very fancy. I got to wear the highest of high heels every single day. But you know, it was there that I just really felt like I could use my skills in a way that was a lot more impactful. I was really kind of working with the richest of the rich, and although that was really fun, really felt like I could do something more with my skills. And it was around that time the earthquake in Haiti happened. And that was just one of those news stories that really broke my heart. So I dramatically quit my job and went and sold everything and went and lived in Haiti for 6 months. And it was there I started working with female entrepreneurs and helping them get their businesses off the ground. I had a small grant that I was working with there and helping them develop their businesses. And that's where I got really passionate about small business owners. But it was also there that education really broke my heart. I was working with these women and just realized, you know, one of the biggest differences between me and them, it wasn't their passion, it wasn't how smart they were or how much they knew about business, but it was really the education level. So I was working with them trying to start their small businesses and realized these women sometimes only had, you know, a third grade education, and I was trying to teach them accounting skills.
Right.
So, you know, and then I also kind of realized being a female and the access I had to education that so many other women in this world don't have access to. So it was there I decided to go get my MBA, and I thought, you know, either I could stay here and continue to help them, or I could go really learn about how to make an impact in this world in education and small business. So I went back and I was getting my MBA, and that is where I met my co-founder, Kate Whiting. And she had worked in education for about 15 years and approached me about this business idea she had and said, hey, you know, what if we could bring these small business owners, these small education companies into the mainstream? Really, the Scholastics and the, you know, bigger publishing companies of the world really dominate this market. And if there's a way to disrupt this, I think we could really do it through technology. And it was kind of one of those light bulb moments that I was like, absolutely sign me up.
Yeah.
You know, when do we start? Because it was one of those, you know, you're bringing education, you're making it accessible through technology. Part of my job every day is I get to work with these small business owners, and about 90% of them on our platform are female. So it's a really wonderful way for, personally, for me to achieve my goals of working with education, working with female entrepreneurs, and really making these small businesses succeed.
Wow. So I'm very impressed with the risk you took too, leaving that full-time job with benefits and salary and literally going to Haiti. And I understand you had a grant to work with women in an entrepreneurial capacity, but it takes a lot of moxie to give up the steady job to say, I'm questing for meaning.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was definitely a risk. And I think I've also learned in my time at a startup that I am a risk taker, and that you got to do that in life. And you know, I've just noticed with even just little things, I'll park my car. I'm like, I think I might get a ticket here. I'll risk it. So I realize I think I'm a little bit of a risk taker in life, but you know, it's the time to do it. And Every single day at EduSense is still a risk. For the first few years, Kate and I were barely even making a paycheck, and we were living off our savings. And but every single day we were learning so much about what we're doing, and every single day was like a crash course MBA program that I knew it's as I was continuing to learn, it was really worth the risk.
I love it, and I applaud risk taking. I think it's great. I also picked on the fact that you said let's be disruptive, right? Picked up on that. What does that mean to you, to be disruptive? Because this whole concept of disruptive innovation is really taking the business world by storm. When we look at Uber and Airbnb, for example, some of the biggies that are household names.
Yeah, so I'll describe EduSense a little bit. The best way to think about it, it's an Etsy for teachers and educators. So there's a lot of do-it-yourself DIY in education. So these teachers who have been, teachers for 30 years, or even just small business owners, they don't have to be teachers, just a parent or someone who's come up with this incredible education product, whether that be a download, a lesson plan, an online program, an app, a book that they've written. It's a platform for all of those products, and then we have about 500,000 users using our site right now coming to purchase those products. So previously, like I said, the big publishers really dominate the educational material world. They really own about 95% of it, and there's massive markups on your textbook or your educational learning, because they're spending millions of dollars in marketing to reach these parents or teachers, whoever they're marketing to. So with our platform, we're really bringing the best educational products to the mainstream consumer in an effective way. So therefore, if your child's struggling to read and you do a Google search, or you're searching on the internet, or going to your local store, most likely you're going to get just like from the top publishers, their reading programs. But what we've done is when you go on our site and look for reading programs, you can find these products that were built by these small businesses, with the ratings and the feedback, but they know that they're the best products because they've been in the classroom for 30 years. So really what we believe we're doing is democratizing education. If we can build an efficient marketplace, and any efficient market is going to either drive down the cost and create a better platform for people to reach those materials. So we really hope, my dream isn't to put the big publishers out of business, but I really hope they notice us and can feel that, because they really what we're doing is bringing the best materials to the consumers.
I think you can complement what they're doing, right? So I think there's a space out there for both. And I'm smiling. You can't see that because we're just audio only with the podcast, but I wrote down democratizing education. So I couldn't agree more. And you're providing this great platform for amazing content developers, the teachers, the educators, the professionals out there in the realm who might not have had a voice in those very big publishing platforms, which are competitive and hard to get into. So this just levels that playing field.
Exactly. Very well said.
Love it. So let's talk a little bit more specifically. So how does EduSense help educators and parents gain access? So for example, if I've got a parent listening saying, okay, my kid's having trouble with math, or perhaps a math teacher listening saying, gosh, I've got this really innovative new something that might help that student. How do they connect with you at EduSense?
Yeah, well, they can just go to edusense.com and either search through our content. We have lots of great content about, hey, my third grader is really struggling with their multiplication tables, and we can list various products. Through that, then they can connect with the seller and read about their bio or read about their certain products. I love talking about our sellers, and I get so excited. One of the lovely success stories I'd love to chat about is this company. It's called Times Tales. They sell on our site, and it's a mother, a sister, and a mother-in-law. That these three women have created this product called Times Tales, and it's basically a song and DVD about how to learn your multiplication tables. And when they came to me, they were selling about like $200 a month here and there at little trade shows and whatever. But they were like, but Kaitlyn, people love our product. So, we sat with them and we figured out, okay, like, what's so great about your product? How can we really describe that to people? And then I started matching it with people who were coming into my site saying, hey, Johnny's really struggling with his multiplication tables. Like, what is a product I can use to help him? Started matching them with the Times Tales DVD and saying, hey, try this out. And all of a sudden, it just went viral, and people started referring it to people, and now this seller is about close to make $1 million on our platform.
Wow! Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and they were selling it out of their garage, and now she's been able to hire employees, and she joked that she fired her mother-in-law and was able to, get a new employee. And I think the mother-in-law is fine, but
yeah.
So it's been a really wonderful success story. So so parents can just go to edusense.com and find incredible products that aren't sold elsewhere, and they really get to connect with the seller too. These are, like I said, these are small businesses and just parents just like them that were able to find success tools that were really able to help their child succeed.
I love that phrase, success tools. I think that's a wonderful way to look at it. Help me understand that matching process, though. You just described that beautiful scenario with the, literally the cottage industry DVD, right, that went viral. So how, if Jane Doe, mother of a 10-year-old, is calling in or emailing or connecting online and says, this is what I need, are you speaking with them? Is there a customer service portal? What does that look like?
Yeah, I think I described that a little too hands-on. But yeah, that's where it kind of gets a little bit more technical, and how a lot of websites work, where you can come in, give me your information, like you wouldn't say, hey, Johnny's struggling to read multiplication tables. I can usually tell from your search algorithms or what you're looking for, or kind of the information that you give us when you come onto the site. And then I have spent a lot of years now studying that and understanding, like, what are the products you're probably looking for, and then based on reviews or popular hits or things that I know are products that will do really well with your child, then we can suggest certain things to you. And then we also use our community too. So our community will give us really strong feedback through customer service portals or through online chats or emails or whatever that have said here are the ways that I've used this product. One really cool thing that we've seen, this really big emergence with special needs and special learning, where people are using products in new ways. So a few of our products, we thought, oh, hey, this is great for a third grader or whatever. And a lot of people have written into us and said, hey, my child has autism, and we were able to see him really engage with this product. We really suggest it for children with autism. So taking that information then and then giving that back to our community and saying, hey, some people are writing in about this, and being able to provide that information back to the community.
So you really are creating a voice, an opportunity for the parents and the educators and the individuals interfacing with EduSense to share their wisdom. Love that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a marketplace for educational products. I guess at our bare bones, but what I'm most proud of is the community that's evolved around EduSense. And so, like I just said, all of these conversations that I'm mentioning are happening on our platform, and people are having these, very rich conversations that go, 200 threads long about how they use one product in the classroom or, with their autistic child. And so I really believe that we're creating a space where parents can help one another learn the best tools for their children or the best educational products.
And is it safe to say that this is K through 12 education, or does it expand into collegiate? Tell me the age range.
It's very safe to say that it's K through 12.
Okay.
That is definitely the majority. I am very hopeful we will launch into early learning next.
Nice.
At the end of this year. I think that's a massive need. And then, college and adult learning. Eventually, I would love a place where you say, hey, I want to learn the piano, and EduSense be a place where you can come. But we're strictly focused on K through 12 at the very moment.
Makes sense. Good to specialize. I'm also hearing that it's okay if parents and or educators just pop onto the site to kind of surf, right, and see what's out there. So they don't have to come with a specific problem or idea in mind. They might find things just by browsing.
Yes, 100%. And you don't even. I keep using the example struggling, but it's if your child's succeeding in math and you just want some extra stuff for them
Yeah.
to work on the weekends, or you have a niece or a nephew that you're sick of getting them, I don't know, whatever the hip new toy is, but you really want to buy them something educational. So it's a great place for anyone.
Love it. So let's wrap up, Kaitlyn, by talking about how EduSense offers more affordable pricing than other marketplaces. It was really moving to hear you talk about Haiti and the women with whom you were working. And the reality is, even in our own country, many underserved populations just don't have the resources in their educational systems. So how might EduSense help them?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm so passionate about it. So, well, first and foremost, we offer a lot of free content.
Oh, great.
So that is really wonderful. And right now, 93 different countries shop on our site. So,
Wow.
and I get really excited, that someone in, let's say Haiti, can go on the site and just download free worksheets for multiplication tables or whatever they are, and being able to have direct access to that. Either you can download it or access it on your mobile phone, or print it out if you have access to a printer. So it's really incredible and impactful way to be able access to that. And then we. Like I said, creating an efficient marketplace and being able to democratize that education, I believe will really be driving down the price. And we really do encourage all of our sellers to be the lowest price on the internet, and they all abide by that because we really are creating that community, and it's something that we're passionate about, and that's one part of our mission. And so all of our sellers really understand that as well, and just really want to get their products out there to the right people. So you can find the best prices and the best products, and that's what makes EduSense a really incredible place to shop.
Well, Kaitlyn, the energy is palpable in your voice, and I'm so grateful that you could spend time with me on the show today. So tell us how we get to EduSense Online, and you're putting great content out into the world via your social media channels. Tell us how we can connect.
Of course, yeah. So it's just educents.com. You can go educents.com. We have really great products. We also have a really great blog you can get to when you go there too that has great articles about just where to get started, or your summer's coming. How do I keep my kid engaged over the summer? Some fun games for the summer. A really great place to start.
Excellent. Hey, quick question. Any story behind EduSense, the title?
It just makes sense.
Ah, got it. Love it. And on that fine note, my dear, we will bring the show to a close. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and expertise, and I wish you continued success with EduSense, and I'm really impressed with the great work you're doing.
Thank you so much.
And I want to thank all of you for tuning in to Your Working Life, where my goal is to help you design your career destiny so it doesn't happen by default. Career and life satisfaction is possible, and it's time to embrace what you love doing so you can do more of it. My show is now available on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, and Stitcher. Leave a comment because I always appreciate hearing from my listeners. I'm Caroline Dowd-Higgins. Take good care.